Videos, Torrevieja, Sunday, 12 o'clock, and it's a little bit overcast, but it's hot and it's sweaty, 30 degrees. But we've got all the latest news for you today, and make sure you watch it to the end because we've got a big update on the tourist situation, and it's quite shocking really down in Ibiza, shall I say, over in Ibiza. And also we're going to do a little review on the toilets in Torrevieja. So yeah, let's crack on, and let us know what you think about today's video in the comments. And we're going to discuss as well the problem with the rising costs, new cars here in Spain. So we've got a lot of things to get on with. Also the murder down in Figueroa. They've actually caught someone for the shooting of two Scottish people. This is Playa Aquarium Beach in the morning, 12 o'clock literally, and we're going to be taking a stroll around, up round the back, and come up to Torrevieja, round by the harbour, on the promenade, and catch up to date with all the latest news. And there's a lot of news to get on with. Just before I crack on with the news, big thank you for, of course, all the channel members that joined the channel, subscribers, and the memberships, and the coffees, super thanks, PayPal donations, and of course €5 from Lady Vo yesterday. Yeah, so I appreciate all the support. But we're going to get on straight with the main story today. And yeah, surprising enough, as you know, in most parts of Spain, you can literally park anywhere. There's so many free parking spaces. But along the Torrevieja Costa, they've got plans. They've got plans to spend 154,000 on putting parking meters just along the coast there, parking zones. And they're not happy about it, the opposing party, because they've come up with some ridiculous amount of money to install them, and they're saying they're expected to get about 370 grand back. And they're saying it's a bit of a fantasy, guessing and estimating what you're going to get back before you even know if anyone's actually going to bother paying for parking, because you can actually park a lot around the back streets as well for free. Trying to get people to pay for parking when you've been getting it for free for a long time. So yeah, they're actually proposing meters along the front in Torrevieja Costa. Wow. Of course, in Torrevieja, we've done videos, you can literally park anywhere around the back streets, and we have got car parks if you do want to park in a car park. But there are choices. And we've got the other news, of course, and there was a shooting down in Figueroa. Yep, a big shooting last month. I reckon it was related to like gang kind of drug sort of ring. And it's kind of revenge, but who knows what it was all about. But two people got shot. That was in the Champions League's final, in a nice bar. Everyone's packed in the bar watching the big final, the Champions League. Gunman burst in and shot these people dead. So yeah, a bit terrifying for everyone that was in the bar, but they didn't mess about, because the person that was guilty flew back to Merseyside, Liverpool, and the local police actually arrested him. So they knew exactly what they were looking for, and basically he's been extradited back here to Spain. So yeah, a bit of good news actually, catching these people. He was arrested on the 13th of June, 44-year-old English man. Going to end up coming back on the Costa del Sol and face the consequences. As you know, great weather here all year round, scorching temperatures, but there's a big problem in Malaga. And it ain't just crime, they've got a problem, the skin cancer. It's well on the rise, and it's rising year on year. Malaga, apparently, with this kind of skin cancer, they reckon it's one of the most deadliest of them all. And they're saying, like, the demologists estimate that 6,000 basal cell squamous cell tumours, which is the most common types, and there's 600 menatomes of this. And it's the highest mortality rate there is ever diagnosed, and each year in the province the skin cancer is actually going up and up. Saying it's like 600 cases of this type of skin cancer. They're saying it's 90% account for this myeloma skin cancer. Yeah, we got all kind of news, good news, bad news. I tell you, it's good news as well. If you're down in Andalusia, down that way, they're this time of year, summer, all in the church squares, along the beaches, they put these massive screens up, and yeah, it's all free. You can watch all the Spanish films, kind of mixture kind of films they put on, and you can literally just turn up at night or in the afternoon and watch some free films. Great, isn't it, eh? I don't know how that works with a sun with a screen. Because as I know, you telly outside once the sunlight gets onto it, but there must be special screens. So yeah, gigantic screens all over for a couple of months in this time of year, in the summer. You get to see free TV, movies, and I reckon it's all for different ages, children and adult films. Also what we got as well down there, we've got the president of Andalusia, and he's aiming to tackle the rising of unemployment. Like 90 million euros have been spent to help curb the unemployment. He said they're going to be supporting all the people under the age of 30 and try and get them on like programs, activity joven they call it, the recruiting candidates during the third quarter, which is like coming up to sort of now, this time of year, start helping people to get on the job ladder. 8,000 people are going to benefit. And by the way, if you want to know what this racket is, well, they had a big screen up here yesterday as well. Last night they had all chairs and everything. Yeah, fashion show here. All kind of things happening in Torrevieja. Got a Spanish man as well. He's just been charged 7 years for molesting his housekeeper. Apparently loads of times they'd been molesting her. He was doing all this kind of stuff, sexual abuse and everything. And it all happened in a hotel in Fingarola, and he was forcing her to travel with him. So yeah, not good. But he was only employed for about 10 days, and within 10 days all this was going on. But he's going to be banged up for 7 years. These other stories, you know, cars in Spain are so expensive. Why? I don't know. We don't know, but this is the thing. But it's set to go up even more now, the car prices, and it's been a big jump over the years. Saying even the most cheapest models, like the affordable cars, the Dacias, like they started off around about 9,500 euros in 2019, and now in 2025 you're looking at a big massive increase of just over 15,500. Saying that if you buy a car now, it's increased so much since COVID. But then what hasn't increased since COVID? Everything's gone up. Everything's been blamed for this big epidemic we had. And as you know, a lot of people were getting handouts and help. The country come to a standstill, so I suppose they're trying to claw some money back, aren't they? I'm going to believe this. In the first 4 months here in Spain, 2025, in the dealerships, they're saying the car prices have shot up 38%. Wow. You not only got to get a house quick, you've got to hurry up and get a car, because everything's shooting up. They're saying this increase is almost double the price on what it is with the inflation. Saying last year a big notable increase as well, from 9.2%, from an average price of 37,141 euros to the current figure. I reckon it's what goes on with impacting the car registrations. As you know, they hold onto registrations here, unlike England and other places, they change them every year. In Spain they could have the same registration for 2 years or 3 years, depending on how quick they sell the cars on that number. There's so many numbers per registration, and then they move on to the next letter. I've done a video on the cars and the car showrooms here. I'll post that up, what they're charging for cars, used cars and everything. But they reckon they uncertainty odds and other, they challenge. Currently there are only 31 electric models here for sale in Spain, and that's like 23,700 odd euros or less of the 26 that are petrol, like the hybrids and all these other kind of vehicles. Just before we get up on a promenade, which is literally just round the corner, we're going to do you a toilet review. But yeah, there was other bits of news as well. They convicted 5 people in Malaga, and they've gone to court for the woman who actually been frauded. Yeah, she was done by a scam. She was robbed out of 112,000, and they're actually posing as a Syrian soldier, and she was actually giving them money. But yeah, they've nabbed 5 of them for that. I can't believe people are still falling for these scams nowadays. So on the right there, as you can see, the old project, a few more bricks have gone down. People keep asking me, you know, what's it going to be? We can see it's massive, isn't it? It's going to have everything in there, basically. You're going to have like bars and restaurants, shops. Literally, it's a massive complex. And yeah, it'd be great when it's open. But even more bars and restaurants to choose from. And we've got the old problem again, and it was a weekend. It all kicked off. Tourists again, yet protests, and you can see here they all were protesting again. Mass tourism and Ibiza, and I reckon Ibiza now is becoming a real problem. people that literally are doing 2 jobs to survive and living in these tents. And also, not only that, they're saying Ibiza's attracting all the rich people with money buying up the big properties, but they're saying it's the wrong kind of people, the criminals, that are actually getting in and buying up. And yeah, it's probably turning the place from being a really nice place to a really nasty place. And we've got that problem with the tourists buying up all the properties, and this protest is just going to keep happening. This weren't just planned in Ibiza, this was planned everywhere, all over the mainland as well as other islands like Mallorca and places like that, this demonstration. It got so bad, there was actually a policeman that said he lived on the island all his life, and he said he just couldn't afford that either. He had to move off and move on to mainland Spain in Aragon. He said he just couldn't afford to stay on there any longer because of the rising cost. We're not going to end there the last of this, are we? It's just going on all the time. And it's all about people from abroad buying property up for investment. And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for people buying it up for investment and boosting the economy here, you wouldn't have half as many people here that's already here. They're forgetting one problem, and the problem is people do buy and they do rent the properties out, but they're only doing it for short term. And you've got the hotels, of course. Why aren't they doing it long term? This is what it is. If they actually done it long term, there wouldn't be this problem of shortage. But they're not going to do long term because the government needs to sort the problem out, and the problem is squatters. Who wants to rent their property out long term? And 6 months later, you can't get the people out. You've got to spend 2 or 3 years down the courts trying to get people out of the property. So long term is a no-go here in Spain. I mean, we could walk around these back streets and I can just point house after house where squatters are in. Nearly every road there's a squatter in Spain. People don't realise how bad the problem is. There is squatters everywhere. It's so bad they've even got squatters insurance. I don't understand why they don't address the real problem and just get all the squatters out. Why you got to wait 2 years? If someone wants to break into your house and then leave the same day, they're going to go to prison for robbing your house. So they might as well break in and leave after 3 days, 48 hours. It's okay, police can't do nothing. It's got to go down the legal system. So the real problem is sort the squatters out, and then we'll have more property on the market, and we won't have this shortage. Now in Ibiza, they're literally living in tents, they're doing different jobs, and 850 euros if they want a room. So they can't afford it basically, and the landlord says, you know, he's not going to have more than one person in a room, and he's going to put bunk beds in. Saying people that are sleeping on balconies, they're charging 500 euros a month. And they're saying as well, a lot of them are really scared of speaking out, and they're living in these conditions for over 3 years. It's kind of like shantytown campsites. They're saying like in recent years, Ibiza itself is like increasingly becoming a very luxury playground for all the rich with all these big yachts worth millions of pounds. But like I mentioned, it's attracting all the kind of wrong people. The tourists there on the island, it's around about 84% they're saying, and so it's really important for the island to have this tourism come in. Of course, everybody needs the business to keep rolling. Without the tourists, of course, everything will just close down. So they do want the tourists in, but it's a chicken and egg job, isn't it? They've got to sort out one or the other. Tourists is so vital for the island. It's 4.3 billion euros last year in 2024, so that's a lot of money. Look at figures back in 2016, that's like a 62% increase on the tourists coming in, and of course the money coming in as well. So of course the flights going have massively increased as well since 2000, so yeah, a lot more people flowing in on the island. Like I say, sort out the squatters, they sort out the free apartments, and people will be able to do long term. No one in their right mind is going to be doing long term with all the kind of crap that's going on and all the things you've got to do to try and get them out. It wasn't only recently they actually changed the law a little bit and said they're going to speed up the process, and you no longer have to pay for the electric and water, because the person not only had a mortgage on the property, they had to pay the mortgage, they had to pay the people's bills, the water and electric. But now they're saying you can cut it off no matter if they've got kids or not. I actually know a story where the squatters have moved in and their mates have moved in 2 doors along and 1 over the back. They come out the water company, shut the water off. As soon as it's gone, 10 minutes later, the squatters have dug a bit further down and reconnected it back up. Yeah, it's never going to end, is it, really, until they do sort that problem out. But meanwhile, as you know, we've got the new toilets open just here. 1 here, 1 by the harbour what we passed, and we've got 1 further around. And it's time to do a toilet review. I want to see how good it is. So here we go. You can take a men, women or disabled, and it takes 50 cents. You can either do a 10 cent, 20 or a 50. And we're going to put it in and we're going to give it a go. Lifted the flap up, we've put our 50 cents in. It says you can't have any children under the age of 15 in there. Got to be with an adult as well. And also the wash basin is automatically self-cleaned. These are really great. They cost just over 300 grand for these 3. I've put me 50 cents in. And it still says it's vacant. I mean, 50 cents went in the old slot down there, and guess what? It's not even working. I've just been robbed out of 50 cents. Torrevieja Council. Wow. So that's your toilet review. It's like a little money box, isn't it, eh? So I should imagine the others are not the same. It is open, it is free. I've been here, no one's using it. And yeah, robbed me 50 cents. So if anyone wants to buy me a copy, so I can get me 50 cents back, that'd be nice. So meanwhile, we're carrying on walking. Say it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's very mucky. Yesterday it was the same. It actually got hotter yesterday. I think yesterday must have been one of the hottest days we've had for a long, long time. It is just so hot and sweaty, and today already 30 degrees. And the only place you can come to cool down, of course, is the sea. And you know what? Some people just lay anywhere, and literally anywhere. This geezer's just hit the deck right in the middle of the promenade. But living a dream, of course. And yeah, if you never saw the video I posted this morning, Roger and Joanna just bought a beautiful apartment right round the other side there, just before you get to Playa Los Locos Beach, and moved in Friday. Really excited, absolutely loving it already. Been out on local bars first night, staggering home 3 o'clock in the morning, having a time of his life. Of course, picked him up yesterday morning, took him on tour because he didn't know the areas, watched the videos. So we took him on some nice places. Of course, we took him to the hidden gem at the end of the video. So if you haven't seen that, check that video out. And as you know, we're doing a lot of tours for people that are buying as well. So if you do want to buy, or you've got budget you want to check out, or an area, like I say, don't need to stress. I can do the lot. There's no need to start panicking. Where do I buy? Contact the estate agents, because here in Spain, estate agents are not like anywhere else. Trust me. They'll take you 6,000 euros to sell your property. You try and see a property, the property's either sold or they just don't bother contacting you. And you can spend days. You don't want to spend 2 weeks chasing up estate agents and get to see 1 or 2 properties. Come over, tell me your budget. I'll line you up with professional estate agents, no messers. We'll have all the property lined up in the areas, and we'll get you to go and see the solicitor, power attorney, literally sort your NIE out, everything you need, even if you want visas. Yeah, done a video, as you can check up above there if you've not seen it. And yeah, stress gone, innit? Come here, find a property in a few days, see the solicitor, go home. You've only got to come back and pick the keys up. And if you do find your property in the first few days, of course, you can spend the rest of your holiday here, chilling out, and enjoy the beautiful weather on the Costa Blanca. And even get an ice cream if you want one. So, Paradise World videos, Sunday in June, scorching, baking, sweaty temperatures with all the latest news. First time to the channel, like I say, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll give you all the information you need to know, all the updates, properties, prices, news, airlines, you name it, we will cover it. And of course, we'll show you more of Torrevieja and all the other areas. Come and live the dream. Just let us know in the email below, paradiseworldvideos.com. And yeah, you can come and be here, can't you? Be like the rest of these people. That's the way you go, and adios from Torrevieja, Spain. Lovely, innit, eh? You need to check the next video out.